Think your portfolio is doing fine? You could be missing the full picture, and that blind spot could be costing you thousands. Snowball Analytics claims to expose those exact gaps with smarter tracking, better dividends data, and clearer reporting. But does it actually deliver, or is it just another sleek-looking tool that adds more noise to your workflow? Let's take a closer look. Now, before I ever connected a single brokerage account or even signed up for the free trial, I did what every smart investor should always do. I checked the reviews, because let's face it, what a company claims and what real users experience aren't always the same. So for me, that's where this whole journey actually started. I wanted to see what actual investors, not influencers or affiliates, were saying about using Snowball Analytics in real life. And when you dig through forums, Reddit threads, and review sites like Trustpilot, you get the unfiltered version. And like with any tool tied to your finances, I looked at the bad reviews first. One review in particular stuck out to me. This user actually liked a lot about Snowball Analytics, but his issue was technical. He mentioned glitches and the lack of upcoming dividend X-date visibility, which made it too frustrating to keep using. Now, to be fair, the Snowball team replied pretty quickly, explained that they're switching to a new data provider, and even offered to fix it directly if he sent in the tickers. So they are trying to improve. So what about the majority of users? Well, that's where the tone shifts. Over and over again, I saw users, even on the free accounts, talking about fast support, clear layouts, and an experience that just works. One user said Snowball helped him keep up with payouts, showed all his X dates and pay dates in one place, and made tracking dividends simple. And again, he wasn't even paying for the tool, and still got fast replies from the support team. Another user referred to it as very functional, said both web and mobile versions worked great, and that the platform's getting better all the time. So yeah, there are a few bumps here and there, especially around data feeds, but most people seem to find real value, particularly if they're managing straightforward portfolios or want smarter dividend tracking without digging through spreadsheets. Okay, now let's break down what features make Snowball Analytics such a standout, or where it still has room to grow. Let's start with the portfolio tracking. With investing, I realized that clarity is everything. The last thing I want is to second guess numbers because my platform didn't display them properly. Snowball promises to bring all your investments under one roof, and it actually does. From the first time I logged into the portfolio dashboard, I could tell this wasn't trying to overwhelm me with data for, just the sake of it. It gave me exactly what I needed. Total value, profit, IRR, and even passive income, all front and center. First up, let's talk about the simplicity of Snowball's portfolio tracking. For those who prefer a no-frills experience, I think Snowball offers a straightforward platform that's pretty easy to navigate. As you can see, the main dashboard provides a pretty clear snapshot of your portfolio's total value, total profit, internal rate of return or IRR, and passive income. This pretty high-level view helps you quickly assess your portfolio's performance. So unlike tools like ShareSite that only scratch the surface, I like that Snowball dives deep into it. But let's take a closer look at the detailed reports available. Here, you can see the breakdown of each holding, including shares, cost basis, current value, dividends, dividend yield, total profit, IRR, and the shares you have in the portfolio. This depth of reporting ensures that you have all the data you need to make informed decisions. What surprised me was Snowball's flexibility with custom assets. I added some alternative investments, things like crypto and some private deals, and categorized them by asset class. Plus, the interactive visuals made a huge difference. The portfolio pie chart wasn't just pretty, it was functional. I could hover over sections and immediately see allocation breakdowns across stocks, cash, commodities. It felt like data and design were finally speaking the same language, right? Snowball Analytics' portfolio tracker is also a powerful tool that brings all your investments together, offers deep insights, and supports your custom assets. But okay, now let's get into another one of Snowball Analytics' most powerful tools, the Dividend Tracker. It's another one of the standout features of Snowball Analytics. It's intuitive dividend forecasting tool. This feature not only tracks your incoming dividends based on your current holdings, but also predicts future dividends payouts based on historical data and company performance. So here on the main dividend screen, you can see the overall yield, the annual and monthly dividends, and the yield payout ratio for your investments. This high-level view is perfect for quickly assessing your dividend income. Snowball Analytics goes beyond simple tracking, though. It provides deep insights into your dividend performance. So take a look at this detailed breakdown. Each asset in your portfolio is listed with its value invested, its annual dividends, and a dividend rating. This rating system helps you understand the reliability of each dividend source, making it easier to manage your portfolio. Planning for the future is crucial, and Snowball Analytics excels at this with its average annual growth and futures payments features as well. On the left, you can see the average annual growth for each holding, giving you an idea of how your dividends are expected to grow over time. And you can see that on the right, the future payment section breaks down your expected monthly dividend income for the year. So this foresight allows you to plan your upcoming income strategy effectively for the upcoming year. Tracking past performance is also just as important as forecasting the future, right? So Snowball Analytics provides comprehensive historical data on dividends received and their growth over time. And here you can see the dividend received over the past year, and that provides a clear picture of your income streams. Additionally, the dividend growth chart shows how your income has increased year over year. So this helps you identify trends and make more informed decisions. Snowball Analytics' Dividend Tracker is more than just a tool. It's a comprehensive system that enhances your ability to manage and forecast your dividend income. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, this tool provides the insights and foresight needed to maximize your dividend strategy. Now let's get into security. If you're like me, I don't turn over my financial information to just anyone. So Snowball uses Yodlee to connect with your brokerage. If you're a little bit unfamiliar with Yodlee, you have probably used them in the past without even knowing it. Yodlee is used by some of the biggest institutions in the world, including Citibank, Bank of America, PayPal, and Shopify. So to me, because of its use of Yodlee, Snowball Analytics is as safe as any large institution we trust with our information on a regular basis. All right, now let's dive into the community portfolio feature, which will be the last feature we cover today. Here, you can follow the experience of other investors by viewing public portfolios. So this includes trending, new, popular, and recent trades, providing just a wealth of information and insights. For example, you can see a demo portfolio, a high-yield snowballer, and a dividend journey portfolio, each showcasing different values, total profits, IRR, and passive income percentages. This visual representation helps you understand how other investors are performing and allows you to mimic their strategies if you find them somewhat appealing. Clicking into a specific portfolio, such as the dividend journey, provides detailed metrics like the value invested, total profit, IRR, and passive income. So this level of transparency is incredibly useful for anyone looking to compare their investments or find inspiration for their own portfolio adjustments. You can also dive into the individual holdings within these portfolios. You'll find detailed info on each holding, like the number of shares, cost per share, current holdings, current value, dividends, dividend yield, and growth. So this breakdown lets you really get a feel for how these successful investors are making their moves. By using the community portfolio feature, you can pick up some valuable tips and maybe even boost your own investment game by learning from others. This feature really shows off the collaborative spirit of Snowball Analytics. Now, while I've had a great experience with Snowball Analytics so far, no platform is perfect, and I think it's only fair to talk about a few things that might not be for everyone. One thing I noticed early on is that Snowball doesn't currently support automatic syncing for every single broker out there. For example, some international or smaller brokerage accounts might need manual input. At first, I saw this as a bit of a hassle, but then again, it actually forced me to engage more with my investments. And the good news, the manual upload process is straightforward, and Snowball keeps improving its integrations over time. I've already seen new brokers being added since I started using the platform, which is a great sign that they're listening to users and constantly iterating. Now, after using Snowball Analytics for a while, flaws and all, I still found myself sticking with it. And a big part of that comes down to value. When I first checked out their pricing, I honestly thought it would be priced way out of reach. But to my surprise, it's actually pretty reasonable, especially if you're a serious investor like me, or even just getting more intentional with your portfolio. Plus, they do run promos and discounts from time to time, which makes the deal even sweeter. I'll drop the link in the description below where you can check out their current pricing and offers. I'll do my best to keep the link updated so you'll always have the latest info. So here's the bottom line. Snowball Analytics isn't just another dashboard. It's become the tool that I check every morning because it gives me the full picture. Where my money is, what it's earning, and what I can expect next, and where I can change up my strategy. So yes, there are some quirks, and no tool is perfect, but for serious investors who want clarity and control without spreadsheets, Snowball delivers. If you're ready to simplify your tracking, improve your dividend strategy, and finally see your portfolio like a pro, check the link in the description for our discount and try it for yourself.